Have you ever been given a huge opportunity, but fear stopped you from saying yes? Imagine standing at the edge of your biggest dream. Everyone around you believes you are ready. The world is cheering for you, but inside your heart, fear keeps whispering, "What if I fail?" That is exactly what happened to Jennifer Hudson. Today, people know her as a global superstar. She is an award-winning singer, actress, television personality, and one of the few entertainers in history to achieve EGOT status. Millions admire her confidence, talent, and powerful voice. But what most people do not know is that behind all that success was a woman who once struggled deeply with fear and self-doubt. And one day, that fear made her walk away from one of the biggest opportunities in Hollywood. The surprising part? The opportunity was to host the legendary comedy show Saturday Night Live, also known as SNL. Now, if you know anything about the entertainment industry, then you know hosting SNL is a massive honor. It is not just another television appearance, it is a career milestone. Some of the biggest stars in the world have hosted that stage. Actors, musicians, comedians, and cultural icons all dream of getting invited. Why? Because live television is terrifying. There are no second chances, no edits, no retakes, one mistake, and millions of people see it instantly. Hosting SNL means stepping onto a stage where confidence, timing, personality, and courage are tested in front of the entire world. Most celebrities jump at the chance immediately, but Jennifer Hudson said no, and the reason behind it shocked many people. Years later, Jennifer opened up about the story while speaking on her talk show with legendary actor and comedian Eddie Murphy and talented entertainer Keke Palmer. During the conversation, she revealed that the invitation came shortly after her breakout success in the movie Dreamgirls. At that time, her life was changing incredibly fast. One moment, she was chasing her dreams like countless others in the entertainment world. The next moment, Hollywood suddenly knew her name. People everywhere were talking about her voice, her acting, and her emotional performances. Everything was happening so quickly. New opportunities arrived every day. Famous people wanted to work with her. Big studios were calling. And among all those life-changing moments came the invitation to host SNL. For many people, that would feel like a dream come true. But for Jennifer Hudson, it felt like a nightmare, because deep inside, she was battling something very personal. Public speaking terrified her. Now that sounds hard to believe today, doesn't it? How can someone who sings in front of thousands of people be afraid to speak publicly? But fear works in strange ways. Jennifer explained that singing and acting felt different. When she performed music, she could hide inside the song. When she acted, she became another character. But speaking live as herself, with no script, no music, and no protection, made her incredibly nervous. The thought of standing on live television and trying to entertain people through comedy made her panic. Instead of seeing the opportunity, she only saw the pressure. Instead of hearing applause, she imagined embarrassment. Instead of confidence, she felt fear. So she turned it down. Can you imagine how difficult that decision must have been? Sometimes people think successful celebrities are fearless, but the truth is, even the biggest stars struggle with insecurities. The difference is that some fears are hidden behind smiles, talent, and fame. Jennifer Hudson's story reminds us that success does not magically remove fear. Even talented people doubt themselves. Even famous people feel nervous. Even stars sometimes believe they are not ready. And honestly, that makes her story even more inspiring, because she was not pretending to be perfect. She was being real. Years later, when Jennifer looked back at that moment, even she found it hard to believe. Today, she performs confidently in interviews, concerts, award shows, and television appearances. She carries herself like someone completely comfortable in the spotlight. But back then, she was overwhelmed. She admitted that she truly did not believe she could handle something as intense as hosting SNL. And maybe many people watching this can relate to that feeling. Sometimes life gives us opportunities before we feel ready. A promotion, speech, a business opportunity, a relationship, a dream. And instead of saying yes, fear convinces us to step back. Not because we lack talent, but because we lack belief in ourselves. Jennifer Hudson's story proves that even world-famous stars go through that same emotional struggle. But here is where the story becomes powerful. Instead of allowing fear to destroy her future, Jennifer slowly worked on herself over the years. She grew stronger, more experienced, more confident. She kept pushing herself forward step by step, and that growth completely changed her life. The woman who once feared public speaking eventually became one of the most respected entertainers in the world. But the story does not end there, because years later, something unexpected happened during that conversation with Eddie Murphy and Keke Palmer. Something that may finally convince Jennifer Hudson to face the opportunity she once rejected. And when you hear what Eddie Murphy told her, you might start believing she is truly ready now. As Jennifer Hudson continued sharing the story, you could tell the memory still affected her emotionally. Even after all these years, the thought of hosting Saturday Night Live still made her nervous. That is what makes fear so interesting. Sometimes, even when we grow stronger, a small part of that old fear still stays inside us. Jennifer admitted that although she had improved greatly over the years, live comedy television still felt intimidating. Singing in front of audiences was one thing, acting in films was another. But hosting a live comedy show required quick thinking, timing, confidence, and the ability to react instantly. And comedy is difficult. If a joke fails, everyone notices. If a moment becomes awkward, there is nowhere to hide. That pressure still made her uncomfortable. But then something beautiful happened during the conversation. Instead of focusing on her fear, the people around her focused on her potential. Both Eddie Murphy and Keke Palmer immediately encouraged her. They did not hesitate. They did not doubt her. In fact, they sounded completely convinced that she would succeed. Eddie Murphy especially became very excited about the idea. He told Jennifer that she should absolutely host the show someday. But he did not stop there. He said she should also perform as the musical guest at the same time. That is a huge compliment. Because hosting and performing musically on SNL is something only very special entertainers can do successfully. It requires talent, charisma, versatility, and enormous confidence. Eddie Murphy clearly believed Jennifer Hudson had all of it, and hearing that support visibly touched her. Sometimes all a person needs is someone else believing in them. One supportive voice can change the way we see ourselves. One moment of encouragement can give us courage we never thought we had. Jennifer smiled as they praised her abilities. You could almost see her slowly reconsidering the opportunity she once feared so much. Maybe the woman who once felt terrified was finally starting to believe in herself. The conversation then became even more emotional as Jennifer and Eddie Murphy began remembering their shared experience filming Dreamgirls nearly 20 years earlier. And honestly, their journey together feels almost unbelievable when you think about it. At the time, Jennifer Hudson was stepping into Hollywood for the very first time. Imagine that pressure. Your first movie, your first major acting role. And suddenly you are standing beside legendary performers. Not small actors, not beginners, legends. For Jennifer, it felt surreal, like a dream she never expected to become real. She explained how meaningful that moment was for her, because she had admired these stars long before she ever imagined working with them. Now think about this for a second. Woman who once feared public speaking was suddenly acting beside Hollywood icons. Life has a funny way of pushing people beyond their comfort zones. Sometimes destiny sees our potential before we do. Eddie Murphy warmly reminded Jennifer just how successful she became after that film. And honestly, her rise was extraordinary. Because Jennifer Hudson did not just appear in Dreamgirls, she dominated it. Her emotional performance shocked audiences and critics alike. People could not stop talking about her voice, her acting, and the raw emotion she brought to the screen. Then something unbelievable happened. She won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, an Oscar, for her first movie role. That almost never happens in Hollywood. Many actors spend decades chasing that dream and never achieve it. Yet Jennifer Hudson walked into her first major film and delivered such a powerful performance that the entire industry recognized her greatness immediately. Eddie Murphy joked that after that movie, Jennifer basically won everything. But underneath the humor was genuine admiration, because Jennifer Hudson's success story truly is incredible. And what makes it even more inspiring is that her journey did not stop with the Oscar, not even close. Over the years, she kept building her legacy step by step. Music, television, film, Broadway, award after award, achievement after achievement. And eventually, she reached one of the rarest accomplishments in entertainment history. She became an EGOT winner. Now for Anyone who may not know, EGOT stands for Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards, the 4 biggest honors in American entertainment. Very few people in history have achieved all 4. It is considered one of the highest levels of success an entertainer can reach.